Martin Perez's best, which we saw his last time against the Cardinals on the 4th of July. He pitched excellently, a run over 7 1/3. But last time around against the Cardinals, 6 runs in 3 2/3 innings for the Pirates starter, Martin Perez, who is 1-5 with a .561 earned run average this season. Liberatore here in this ballpark in his career, an ERA over 7 in 3 games and 2 starts. Brief action for the 24-year-old who gets the ball for the Cardinals today. And we don't mention this in the manager's show because it's late news. Bryan Reynolds scratched because of back spasms. He was originally in the lineup, as he has been in every single game of this season. And so is not in the starting lineup today for back spasms. But I'll have a chat with Pirates manager Derek Shelton about everything else coming up here on our pregame show that is brought to you by Allegheny Health Network, the official medical provider of the Pirates, caring for you through every win, every loss, and every moment in between. And coming up next, the manager show, and then baseball from Pittsburgh, the Pirates, and the Cardinals, all coming up on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by IC Light. The Pirates are going for their second consecutive series win here on this homestand, taking on the St. Louis Cardinals this afternoon here at PNC Park. And Joe Block, along with the Pirates manager, Derek Shelton. First, Paul Skeens, everyone talks so much about him when he pitches, and he pitched last night. How did you think he pitched?
I thought he pitched extremely well. I mean, overall, it was, pretty much in total control and made essentially 2 bad pitches in whatever he threw, 102, 104.
Mm-hmm. And for you, did you feel like going into that 9th inning that it was his game, letting him go back out there for the 9th?
Yeah, he was extremely efficient. I mean, I think he had 5 innings of 11 pitches or less. He was in control, had a quick inning in the 8th, and overall looked good. And, unfortunately, it just didn't work out.
Yeah, entering the 9th inning, he had retired 12 in a row. And sometimes you think about that, who gives you the best chance to win? And even with a full bullpen, sometimes it's the starting pitcher. And that was Skeens yesterday, too. So he ends up giving up a run in the 9th. How did he take it when you took him out of the game?
No, he was fine. I mean, he was frustrated with the pitch execution to Burleson. I mean, he got him 0-2 and tried to throw a fastball up and missed down, in the middle of the plate and gave up the hit. But overall, I mean, he handled himself professionally. He just didn't execute a pitch in the last inning.
Do you think that he can gain from that experience, being able to be in his own game in the 9th inning? It's a tie game, and even though it didn't go his way, that's something that he can benefit from down the road.
Yeah, I think anytime you have situations like that, there's learning experiences, and Paul's going to continue to get those with different situations that happen in the game.
Yeah, there's not much that he hasn't done, it feels like, even though he's just made 12 starts in the major leagues. And one thing I thought was notable was that he's throwing 100 miles an hour in the ninth inning, and I was trying to think of guys like Verlander comes to mind doing that. That's a pretty rare air, right, for a guy to be able to throw that hard that late in the game?
Yeah, extremely rare air. There's not a lot of guys that have that.
Now it's time for Eyes on the Ball Player. Can you find Aaron Judge in this sea of Yankee fans?
That one is drill. A Judgian blast.
That is absolutely crushed.
Judge's got it again. Santa Maria. And it is going to be caught by Judge. How about that? So much fun to watch.
And there he is.
Going back to the third inning in the game, Jack Sawinski tracks down a ball, makes a catch. How does that rate in terms of the plays that he's made in the outfield under your watch?
Yeah, I would say that was one of the better ones. Went a long way to get it, made a really nice running catch on it.
Martin Perez is your starter today. Why do you like him today?
Yeah, we need him to go out and throw strikes and execute. And, we have an off day tomorrow. So, we'll see what we do here and how aggressive we get. But we need him to go out and use all of his stuff.
And then it's for the Cardinals, Matthew Liberatore. They named him after the game yesterday. Seems like he's got some pretty big splits, the left-hander. So a lot of righties in there today for you?
Yeah, we'll have the righties in there today. I mean, we don't know how long he's going to pitch. I mean, I think this is more of a bullpen situation for the Cardinals today with their off day tomorrow.
Well, the Pirates took 2 out of 3 from the Phillies. Hopefully the same for the Cardinals today. Shelty, thanks for some time.
All right, thanks, Joe.
All right, that's the Pirates manager, Derek Shelton. And Bob Walk and I are coming right back after this here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by IC Light.
At AHN, we see you at your healthiest, rocking out while you work out, and tuning into soft rock as you rest up from the flu. We see you reliving the good old days with throwbacks, and replaying that shark song for your kids again and again. We see you blasting ballads to get you through, and searching for an AHN doctor as you listen to the next song. Visit ahn.org to get started.
Hey, Bucko fans, have you heard about the Pirates Family Pack? Families can take advantage of a special discount for all games this season with the purchase of 2 or more tickets, starting at just $32 each. Each ticket includes all-you-can-eat hot dogs, nachos, peanuts, and more. So, whether your family is big or small, we've got you covered. To purchase your Pirates Family Pack, visit pirates.com/Family Pack.
We're back on the pregame show. The Pirates and the Cardinals coming up in the series finale this afternoon from PNC Park. And today's health report is brought to you by Allegheny Health Network, the official medical provider of the Pirates, keeping your Buccos on the field and keeping you at your best. Bryan Reynolds was originally in the starting lineup today, scratched with back spasms. He has started 101 consecutive games for the Pirates, every game this season. That is the longest streak by a Pirate to start a season since Jason Bay did so in 2006. But presumably it will end today as he's taken out of the starting lineup with those back spasms. Also, for some other players that are on the injured list, Ryan Borucki continuing a rehab assignment, Bailey Falter beginning his at Indianapolis today, And Jared Jones expected to throw a bullpen session this weekend. And if he continues to progress, an August return not out of the question for Jones. That's a look at the AHN injury report and getting ready for today's baseball game. But first, a look back at last night, Bob. The outcome wasn't what the Pirates were hoping for, but it was a very good ball game, and then yet another closely contested game. The last 4 times these two teams have played, it's been decided by a single run.
Yeah, the outcome wasn't what you would want, especially when you get the starter did such a great job. I mean, Skanes was excellent and last.
Listen, I've been following you for a while, man. Bottom line is you get your A swing off and generate a lot of pop.
I just want to go.
I'm getting this A to B.
Oh, man. Straight to the ball, barrel. Hitting the ball is the hardest thing to do. I'm a person from 0-0. I'm looking for spin. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to look for spin, but I'm going to time up a fastball. 0-0. If you spin it, I'm swinging. Like, if you spin it in the middle, I'm going to destroy it.
Carpenter on the day is 0 for 1 with a walk. As this one launched towards center. Doyle going back. He's in the track. He's not getting that one. That one's burned bound. It's a one-run game. That was a tape measure shot. 436 feet to dead center field. He had to jump on 99 at the top of the zone. You know how fast your hands have to be to get to that. Got the barrel going, and that got out in a hurry.
Carp must have gotten that one right on the screws, because you're right, that carried very well to center field.
Score a lot of runs. We hit some home runs, things like that, but it just has to be, more often. I think there has to be more contributors up and down the lineup. We at times rely on 2, 3, 4 guys. We need more contributors. That's easy to say. How that happens, I don't know.
Yeah, try to fill in the valley somehow. There are multiple ways of thinking about how to approach that, and we'll see if the Pirates go in that direction or those directions going forward. Today they're going to be without Reynolds in the lineup, but O'Neal Cruz has really come on offensively, and what he has done against left-handed pitching, so notable this month alone. 5 extra base hits against left-handed pitchers. He had 7 the rest of his career before that.
Yeah, he's
and he's in there again today.
He's one of those, when I mentioned guys that we kind of lean on, and then when they're not doing anything, that really makes it a hard time for us. And Cruz is one of those guys. And, one of the problems, too, is if you don't, have protection for those guys, guys hitting behind them. In some instances, you could even say hitting in front of them, that pitchers can work on, then those guys that you're leaning on to really carry the load for you don't see much to hit. And that becomes an issue in certain games also. So, and the reason I bring that up is because if I'm a lefty and I'm facing Cruz, now today he's got, see who's hit behind him, man. Bryan Hayes, who's not been hitting all that well lately. So if I'm a lefty and I'm not afraid of whoever's hitting behind him, why would I give Cruz anything to hit? I'm just, I'm staying fastball on his hands. I'm going breaking ball down and away from him, all day long. And that's going to make it really tough on Cruz. That's kind of where I'm getting at with, you need to have a deeper, longer lineup so that pitchers can't just pick their spots say, okay, I'm gonna pitch to this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. These two guys, they see nothing, and I think that happens to us occasionally.
And so then it negates the hitters that are going well in those scenarios.
I mean, it's what everybody strives for, a nice long lineup where you got, 7 guys in there that pitchers really have to, to work on. You're always going to have a couple of guys that are out there, okay, this guy, he plays great defense, we've got to have him out there. Those type of guys will always be a place for them also. But, if you get past where there's maybe, 2 of those guys in your lineup, to where maybe you got 3 or 4, well, then now there's some spots where pitchers use those. I used to talk about the pitching spot in the lineup being like an escape hatch when you're in a bad inning.
That's right, yeah.
When's that pitcher hitting? You don't want to have, several places in your lineup where the opposition pitcher looks at that spot as, okay, that's my escape hatch to get out of this.
And that makes sense.
Brett Rooker joining the show in studio. We're going to talk hitting.
What are you thinking right here?
That's 95 at the very top, and I at least foul it off. So I know I can cover it. If I make that same move and have that same mindset, I can cover the fastball at the top. And if I can cover that fastball at the top and at least foul it off with 2 strikes, then I know I'm on the rest of the pitches, and I know I've got time to adjust to it. Can we get a side view? One of the side views back up? And I think
he's going to work here.
I know, he's definitely ready.
Here he comes.
He's ready, man.
...16 home runs, 43 RBIs by Seager. He was loaded and ready to go. And he blasts that one. High in the air, deep out to center. It is gone! Way up on that hill in center field. A massive cloud for Seager. 17th of the year, and it puts the Rangers in front 2-0. Wow. Well, that's a big blast. Good start to this one.
Man, he's on.
Today's game on the Pirates Radio Network is brought to you by Sheets. Why the Sheets not? By Highmark, proud to support Pirates everywhere, from home base to home away from home, because life. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. Pittsburgh Brewing, makers of Iron City and Icy Light, the real Pittsburgh beers since 1861. NSS Life for low-cost life insurance and high-yielding annuities. It's NSS Life, where family matters. And by Giant Eagle, the official supermarket of the Pirates. By Fatheads. Enjoy Fatheads beer at PNC Park, the Southside Saloon, and wherever you find great craft beer. Coppers, protecting what matters, preserving the future. Allegheny Health Network, the official medical provider of the Pirates, caring for you through every win, every loss, and every moment in between. PNC, brilliantly boring since 1865. And by the Pennsylvania Lottery, players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. And this afternoon, it's the Pirates and the Cardinals from PNC Park. The winner will take the series. First, we got to pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves here on the Pirates Radio Network. And a look now at the starting lineups. And with those, once again, here's Bob.
Thank you, Joe. Today's lineups are brought to you by your neighborhood Ford store. And we, as everyone knows, are playing the Cardinals. Their record 53-48. They're going to lead off today with their shortstop, Mason Wynn, Alec Burleson will bat number 2. He's in right field. The DH today will be Wilson Contreras. He's number 3 hitter. The third baseman, Nolan Arenado, bats cleanup. Paul Goldschmidt back up in that spot behind Arenado where he usually is. He'll bat 5th and play first base. Brendan Donovan, the second baseman, hits 6th. In center field, Dylan Carlson, he'll bat 7th. Lars Nootbaar in left field will bat number 8. And Pedro Pajes will be catching. He bats number 9th. And Matthew Liberatore makes the start. Most of his outings this year have been coming out of the bullpen. But he's the starter today. He is 2-2 with a .415 earned run average. The Buccos are 51-50. Andrew McCutcheon is the leadoff hitter and DH. Michael A. Taylor, fine center fielder, will bat 9th. And Martin Perez.
Luis Robert Jr. back at the wall. La Pantera on the prowl.
Well, you can throw him a lot of breaking balls, but if you hang one, you've got a problem. And this one hung right in the middle of the plate. Luis jumped on it and hit it a mile.
Now it's time for Who Can It Be?
I am their next round of Icy Light.
Outstanding. On the field, games are won and lost on tough calls. In the stands, the choice is clear. Icy Light. Easy call.
Fly, don't drive to Philadelphia with Frontier Airlines now flying 2 times daily between Pittsburgh and Philadelphia during the week. Pittsburgh International Airport is excited to offer yet another way to connect Eastern and Western Pennsylvania and to save you drive time and save you money. Check out the Philadelphia Museum of Art and the Rocky statue on the steps. Take the kids to Independence Hall and eat a cheesesteak. Airfares begin at $29 one way. Frontier also flies to Dallas, Atlanta, and Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina from Pittsburgh. More information at flyfrontier.com.
We've got baseball for you coming up here from PNC Park. The winner takes the series, the Pirates and the Cardinals. Coming up. And this copyrighted broadcast, it is presented by the authority of the Pittsburgh Pirates. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the expressed written consent of the Pirates National League Baseball Club. And our legal disclaimer is brought to you by the law firm of Bordas & Bordas, the official legal partner of the Pirates. And a pivotal game, as they all are here in the second half of the season, really, as the Pirates taking on the Cardinals. With a win today, they can pull to within a game of St. Louis and a little bit closer to being in position for the postseason.
I agree. Every game against these guys is going to be very important in the division, especially the teams that are in front of us a little bit. So, another thing about last night that kind of made it was like, you feel like you let one get away from you against these guys. But, you have to turn the page in baseball real quick. It's always a game the next day, although not tomorrow. But you know what I mean.
Almost always.
Yeah, there's almost always. And you just can't dwell on what just happened. If there was something to learn from it, you do and you move on. And the Cardinals did that. They lost the first game of the series, and now it's our turn. Hopefully, we could be the team that takes 2 out of 3 and enjoy that day off tomorrow.
Yes, the Pirates taking 2 out of 3 from the Phillies, which was no small task. The Phillies came in and still have the best record in baseball, and then, of course, the Cardinals, as you mentioned, right above them. So to take 4 out of 6 at home against 2 very good teams, that would be a good accomplishment. You feel a little less about splitting at home, especially trying to gain some ground with the teams that you're trying to chase right now. And Martin Perez, he's got to get back on track. He's had some good outings this season at times, but the last couple he's allowed 11 runs in a little bit more than 8 innings.
Hey, followed up a great spring training with a good month of April. Got off to that good start. Then started stumbling a little bit and got hurt, and he just hadn't been able to get back on that roll at all. And a veteran guy that's been around for quite a while now. He needs to figure out the adjustments to make, and he's been getting up a lot of hits. The opposition's batting average is elevated higher than he would like, and when you see that, you see the ERA follow it. That ERA is up there in the 5s, and hopefully you can start bringing that down.
Sounded like Derek Shelton alluding to the fact that with the off day tomorrow, that if Perez struggles, that the Pirates will be aggressive with the bullpen today. But we saw what he did against the Cardinals the last time around. Just 1 run over 7 in the 3rd innings. That's what Perez did earlier this month here in his home ballpark. And throughout his career, he's been good against the Cardinals. A 2.36 lifetime ERA. 4 starts spanning his career that lasts more than a decade here in Major League Ball.
Well, that really, when things like that happen, it's like you're not really, none of that really is going to help you, but it does give you a sense of confidence. And you think, okay, this is a team I pitch well against, even though, players year after year kind of change a little bit. And the reason that does, have some importance is the fact that you won't find anybody, hitters or pitchers, talk about what it takes to be successful without at some point during that conversation talk about confidence. And for some reason in baseball, it's huge. Your mindset, whether you're pitching or hitting. So when you got a team that, even if you don't consciously think about it a lot, you got to feel comfortable with those guys coming to the plate. You're going to have some confidence. And even thinking back to the last game against them. What was that, July 2nd maybe?
July 4th, yeah.
July 4th,
yep.
Okay.
Yep.
July 4th, so not that long ago. So he...
Well, I can be confident, too, that the Cardinals have been not really scoring any runs either. Both teams have scored a total of 3 runs in the series.
Yeah, they're not hitting much. And, you look at their situation, well, might be a little bit of a bullpen game for them.
Well, we'll see what is in store. Perez was a little delayed in reaching the mound. He has completed his warm-up tosses, and we're getting ready to get ready to start the game. Mason Wynn will smooth out the smooth batter's box.
And we are now ready.
Now we're ready. Just ready. First pitch of the ball game. Swing and a foul back. Underway at 12:40 today at 12:35 scheduled start. 83 degrees and climbing on this sunny and warm July afternoon. The last July game here in Pittsburgh this year. Pirates hit the road. The pitch outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. On the cut fastball. The daunting gauntlet of games continues for the Pirates. The first 9 series after the break, all against winning teams. They beat the Phillies in the series. A swing and a miss. Down and away, changeup 1-2. And it'll be Arizona and Houston on the road trip.
It'll be a warm road trip. Those 2 cities.
Probably going to have the roof closed, but outside, yes. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Left it up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball at 92. That's what the 33-year-old will bring.
You'll be able to experience both kinds of heat that this country has. The dry heat and then the not so dry heat.
Compare and contrast.
Yeah. Say, well, which one is hotter?
Here's a 2-2. Wynn hits it in the air to right center, and Michael A. Taylor's there. Smoothly moving over to make that catch. 1 out. Palacios is in left field, substituting for Reynolds today. And Connor Joe is in right field. The Gold Glover, Key Brian Hayes at third. It's Cruz and Gonzalez in the middle. Tellez at first base, and Joey Bart doing the catching. Here's Alec Burleson, who put the Cardinals ahead for good last night. Ninth inning hit off Skeens. 60 RBIs, hitting at 293. 18 home runs. Lefty batter hits one hard to first. Caught on a line by Tellez. Near the shins, 2 outs.
It was hit very hard. It's kind of handcuffed him a little bit. Had some movement, too. I imagine it was hooking same time. You think of, it's a line drive out, no big deal, but then might not have been that easy of a ball to catch.
Got a paw on it, and it's high and away. Ball 1 to Wilson Contreras. Righty batter hitting at 274, 11 home runs. Perez will still face 3 left-handed batters in this Cardinals lineup. The lefty delivers outside, 2 balls to nothing on a change of pace. 2 quick outs. Nobody on here at the top of the first. Now the pitch. Lifted up, 3-0. Fastball missing. Takes a deep breath behind 3-0. And the pitch. Ball 4. High and away fastball. Trying to get that fastball in the zone. Having a little trouble finishing it. So a 2-out man on for Arenado, who homered yesterday. He was one of 2 base runners Skeens allowed until the 9th inning. Here's the pitch. And there's a strike challenging him with the fastball, trying to make sure he could get it in the zone, and he does. Strike 1 on Arenado. Now with 10 homers, hitting at 265. Perez on an 0-1. Swinging a ground ball to short. Big hop for Cruz. He'll go the short route to get the force. And a quick and tidy inning for Perez. And we're through a half inning from PNC Park. Cardinals nothing. Pirates.
Now it's time for Eyes on the Ball Player. Can you find Patrick Corbin in this photo of Nationals fans?
Swing and a miss. Corbin goes down and away. Nicely done. Patrick Corbin, nasty. Big pitch here from Corbin. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a slider.
One of the top 10 starters right now. He may be even closing in on top 5 right now.
Patrick Corbin, this has been a great sign for the Nationals.
Nice job by Patrick Corbin.
And there he is.
Meyer and team for any and all furniture needs. Right now, Tri-State warehouses are full of new and name brand pre-owned office furniture. Visit them online at tristateofficefurniture.com or give them a call at 1-855-885-DESK. That's 1-855-885-DESK. Tri-State Office Furniture, the best in the business.
Now the Pirates come to bat here in the bottom of the first inning, and they'll try their hands against the left-hander Matthew Liberatore.
Umpires took a
what about that glove?
Little gander at the glove for some reason.
It's really light colored. I'm surprised that they let him use it. Actually, I guess it's the same color as the uniform, so I think that
kind of gets gray.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean the same tone at least. Here's the pitch to McCutcheon, up high, ball one.
I don't think they would let Perez use a white glove, even though he's wearing a white uniform.
Yeah, that's a long time baseball rule. That's upstairs, I should say. 2-0 on McCutcheon.
Remember the Oakland A's used to have the coaches would wear the white hats?
Mm-hmm.
Because they didn't play. All the players had to wear green hats.
There's a strike. Now 2-1. Can hide the ball behind the hat if you're a pitcher.
They
crown of the cap.
There was a big uproar when they were allowed to have white shoes.
Here's the set and the pitch. Swing and a foul. Now 2-2 on McCutcheon. Hitting at 228. 8-game hitting streak ended yesterday. I'll be permitted to use it in this game. See if that deceives any of the hitters. Down and in, 3 balls and 2 strikes. In hockey, you can use black tape for the black puck. For instance, on your stick. Here's the set, the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Tight slider down and in, maybe a cut fastball. 1 out. Here's Nick Gonzalez in the 2-hole. First time that anybody but Bryan Reynolds has been in that 2 spot this year.
Other sports, they're a little more lenient about things like that. I think, like football, for instance, I know for a while there you were allowed to let a little air out of the ball, make it grip it better.
Up high, ball 1 for a strike. Well, I don't know if that was permitted. It happened.
Oh.
Deflate gate. Here's an 0-1. Swing and a fly ball tailing away from the center fielder Carlson, but he'll track it down for the second out.
Kind of hung up there for a while, didn't it?
Humid day.
Yeah, it's not a dry heat today.
No. Maybe that had something to do with it. Who knows?
A little lazy breeze blowing pretty much straight up. Not much of a breeze, but what there is blowing out. So, ball could be carrying.
And the first one is in for a strike. Connor Joe is hitting at 242 with 7 home runs. Running with 2 outs and nobody on here in the first inning. And the pitch. Up high. Got off to that great start this season. He's the number 3 hitter today. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's a 1-1. And that's down low and away. 2 balls and a strike from Liberatore, the lefty. Cruz on deck. Field deep to the pull field. Nootbaar in left. Pitch. Check swing. He went 2-2 on that cut fastball. Liberatore out of Glendale, Arizona. Grew up a Cardinals fan. Love the hometown football team there. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul back. Still 2-2 on Connor Joe. Debuted in this ballpark a couple of years ago. Two again. And Joe takes in on the slider. 3-2. 2 outs, nobody on here in the first inning. Joe will take the timeout. Trying to get on for Cruz, who has hit lefties very well lately. Here's a 3-2, and he'll take the walk. Liberatore with a high cutter. 2 out free pass, and now Cruz. Said it in the pregame, worth repeating. He has 5 extra base hits against lefty pitchers. This month alone, he had 7 for the rest of his career combined. It's not like he never played against lefties either. He would be in there a lot of the time. Facing Liberatore here, a swing and a pop-up. This will go toward second base, and Donovan is there today. Mellowly making the catch to end the inning. So a man left for the Pirates, and through an inning, no score here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by...
Nancy's story of strength and courage in the fight against cancer embodies the message behind Goals and Back against breast cancer. We were keeping Nancy continues to find joy in watching and playing sports and loves keeping up with our Milwaukee Brewers. Major League Baseball and the Brewers will continue our efforts in raising awareness and funds for research toward the fight against breast cancer.
Slugger and be the hero who walks in the winning run. Patience is a winning strategy in banking and baseball. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank National Association, member FDIC.
Second inning on its way. It's brought to you by South Hills Irrigation and Turf. Our grass is always greener. Scoreless through one. Paul Goldschmidt to lead it off against Martin Perez. Boy, Skeens really handled him last night, didn't he?
Yep. Handled everybody pretty well.
That's true. There's a strike. Down and away curveball to start. Goldschmidt, 226, 14 home runs. Here's an 0-1. And a strike two. You think about a predator in the wild and finding a limping animal out there. That's kind of what he was doing. Kept throwing him fastballs. Here's the pitch. And a little bit low that time. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Perez, a different style of pitcher, of course, doesn't throw nearly as hard, but among starting pitchers in baseball, #1 in edge percentage. So he works around and in the inner edge and outer edge of the strike zone more than any pitcher percentage-wise in baseball. Swing and a miss, struck him out with a changeup just off the plate, down and away.
Well, that makes sense that he's pitching today. 7-2-4.
Oh, right, yeah, there you go.
Out on the edge.
Northern and southern, yeah, I guess, yeah, all the environs around Pittsburgh. Yeah, there you go, right. I didn't think about that. I was thinking about how today's date is significant in a different fashion. That's down low. 1-0 on Donovan, because 4 years ago today, the season opened. The Pirates took on the Cardinals in St. Louis in that shortened 2020 season. Today was opening day. Here's the pitch. Comebacker over the mound to short. Cruz gloves from the bag, throws on to first. 2 men are gone.
Yeah, Perez changed his mind on trying to catch that one.
He lapped and then retracted his hand.
The wily veteran. I don't know if he could have caught it or not, but he didn't even give it a shot, because the ones like that, especially the ones, oh, maybe I can get it, maybe I can't. You just tick it a little bit, knock it one way or another, and now you've turned an easy out into an infield hit.
2 outs for Dylan Carlson. Homerless in more than a year. He takes down low for ball 1. Hitting at 211. Slugging at 254. Takes inside, 2 balls and no strikes. And because of that, has gotten just a little bit more than 100 at-bats. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Pulled off a down and in cutter. Opened up way too early, 2-1. Perez nods affirmatively. Bart sets up in the pitch right there where he wanted it. Missed by, I don't know, an inch or two. 3-1. Carlson waits. The pitch, swing and a miss. I'm in front of a curveball. 3-2. He gets ahead in the count. He is gearing up for the fastball. Just guessing. Wants to hit that first home run since June 20th of last year. Perez just the man to exploit that. His 3-2. And he walked him, threw him a low curveball, but beneath the zone, and Carlson was able to take it that time. So the light-hitting center fielder is on for Lars Nootbaar. Don't miss the Miller Lite Happy Hour on the next homestand when the Pirates host Arizona on Friday, August 2nd. Pregame up until first pitch every Friday in the Miller Lite Landing Bar. Get your tickets at pirates.com. Nootbaar, left-handed batter. And he sees strike one. Fastball in there, down and away in the zone. 235 batting average, 7 home runs. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball towards second, past the diving attempt of Gonzalez. It's into center for a base hit. Carlson turns the bag and heads to third. And on the Cardinals' first hit today, they've got men at the corners with 2 outs. Pages is coming up, and we're stepping out 10 for a station ID here on the Pirates Radio Network. The Cardinals' rookie catcher has strung together a 10-game hitting streak, raising his average to .219. Right-handed batter, feet spread wide apart. And the pitch, inside, ball one that looked like a two-seam fastball that moved inside. On Pages, who does not use batting gloves, has hit a couple of home runs. So after that 2-out walk on a 3-2 pitch, Nootbaar singles, men at the corners, and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a foul at the plate on a changeup. 1 ball, 1 strike on Pages.
Got some good swings and misses, especially this inning on that changeup. Might be a good pitch for him today.
I thought that's what he would throw Carlson on 3-2.
13 on 3-1.
And I threw him the curveball on 3-1 and 3-2.
Oh, it was both curve. I knew the 3-2 pitch was a curveball. I thought it was changeup on him.
Well, I got to go back now. I got me rethinking myself. There's a strike. 1 and 2 on Pages on a high fastball right at the top of the zone.
I'm going by. I didn't look to see what it was. I just knew that the 3-1 pitch was way out front. So it could have been either one.
And it was. It was either one.
There you go. There you have it.
There you have it. First and third, 2 outs. Pages waiting. 1-2. Swinging a bouncer, foul. Jammed him with a fastball. Let the clock run down to 3. Second baseman Gonzalez playing up the middle. First baseman Tellez holding on the runner. 1-2 on Pages. And the pitch inside, delayed steal by Nootbaar, And now the runner heading from third to home. Gonzalez throws back to third, and Carlson is out. The Cardinals run themselves out of the inning. Now the Pirates sniffed that out well, and they get Carlson trying to steal, and that ends the second. We'll go to the bottom half. Still no score on the Pirates come to bat in the bottom of the second. Scoreless game. Matthew Liberatore will lead it off against Key Brian Hayes, then Joshua Palacios and Joey Bart, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters in today's lineup. There's a strike assessed by Alan Porter. Hayes at 240. He's got 3 homers. Here's an 0-1. Hayes hits it foul off the end of the bat to the right, and now 2 strikes. That fan made a nice catch out there off the first base line. Right there in section 108. That was a nice play. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul back.
Bouncing around a little bit. I think that was section 210, I think.
Oh. Hits Hayes. Threw him a curveball, and he kind of kicked at it. And it hit him, so he's aboard to start the Pirates' second inning.
Leadoff man on. See if we can make something out of this.
He was trying to retract his front foot, his left foot.
He thought it was going to be a back foot curveball. It ended up being a front foot curveball.
The old FFC from Liberatore. There's Palacios, shows a bunt, takes down low for ball 1. Arenado was already playing in even with the bag.
Couple of good cornermen here.
Multiple Gold Gloves.
Lay down a good bunt on these 2 guys.
Well, the 1-0 Palacios takes up and in. Didn't show it that time. It's 2-0. Arenado will be stationed up the baseline. So off the line, but still with a toe on the grass. He'll come in as the pitch does. And it's delivered low. 3-0 now. Liberatore has hit the first batter and now falling behind on Palacios. 233 hitter, a couple of home runs in brief big league action. Left on left. 3-0. Sees a strike. 92 on the fastball over. Look at Hayes, the pitch. Swing and a miss. he made his mind up just a touch too late. 3-2. Cut fastball evading the bat of Palacios. Full count and a toss over, just a little lob over there. Hayes wasn't straying far. He has stolen 8 bases. Pages, the Cardinals catcher, has thrown out 19% of attempted base stealers. Here comes a 3-2. Swinging a cracked bat, pop back of short, and it'll drop in. Base hit. Finds grass, and there's the first Pirates hit today. Palacios with a bloop single to center here with nobody out in the second.
A similar ball got him to run yesterday. A blooper like that kind of evaded everybody. Cruz turned it into a double.
That ended up going as the first extra base hit by a left-handed batter against Romero all year. Ciani, the center fielder, overran it just a little bit. Well, now first and second for Bart, who has hit lefties very well this year. .423 against him. And the pitch. And there's a strike. Did not appear in yesterday's game. Cardinals started the game with a righty and then brought in some lefties as the game went on. The pitch. Swing and a foul, and now 2 strikes on that inside cutter. Bart has had that knack for driving in runs. He has knocked in 20 in just 98 at-bats. Some easy math right there. You think of a 500 at-bat season, that's a 100 RBI total. Here's an 0-2. Bart takes strike 3, so the Pirates strike out looking with a man in scoring position.
That looked like it was well framed. Nope, right on the line. Watch the replay.
But it doesn't look like that to the hitter until the last second, right? I mean, the slider being off the plate, away.
Backdoored it.
So just a good pitch from Liberatore. Here's Tellez, a lefty batter. A weak wave on the slider and a strike. Hitting .148 against lefties. After Reynolds was scratched from the lineup, first time that he's not in the starting lineup all year. He has back spasms. Tellez inserted in as the number 8 man. The pitch outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the set and the pitch. Swing and a foul back. Good rip. Got 95 out over. But fouled it back. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. First and second, 1 out. Tellez in June and July is 10 for 19 with runners in scoring position. That's inside. Slider backed up on him. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that doesn't include all those sacrifice flies that he's had as well. He had 3 in 1 game. Two and 2. The lefty Liberatore coming home, and time was granted to the hitter as Liberatore began the motion. Threw him a slider that doesn't count.
Free pitch.
Here's the set and the pitch. Swinging a hard liner past second and into right, a base hit. Here comes Hayes to score. Palacios moves to third. RBI single, Rowdy Tellez off the lefty. 1-0 Pirates.
Yeah, nothing weak about that hit. That was a bullet. Able to jump all over. That was a nice timeout. He made it work.
Well, after the pitch was spoiled from the timeout, he got another slider, but it was elevated out over the plate. Dusty Blake is the pitching coach. He'll come out and talk with Liberatore. So Tellez, since the calendar turned to June, is 11 for his last 20 with runners in scoring position. Getting the start against the lefty today. Remember, he was not in the original lineup.
An interesting visit.
It's a long one, so Alan Porter will come up. Trying to move along the proceedings.
Blake was a long way from his pitcher, though, isn't he? Usually you see the get close. In fact, a lot of times you'll see the arm on the shoulder, something like that. They're like 5-6 feet apart, talking to each other.
He's a far talker.
Far talker.
Here's Michael A. Taylor batting with first and third and one out. 1-0. The Pirates have taken the lead here in the second inning. Taylor is 1 for 2 with a home run against Liberatore in his career. Here's the pitch, and Taylor takes low for ball one. Hitting at 199, has a couple of home runs this year. Here's a 1-0 pitch, showing a bunt, and it was high and away, not close at all. A changeup, 2-0. Threatening the squeeze. Now what? Here's the pitch. Didn't show a bunt that time, and that pitch a little bit above the zone. The cutter missed. 3-0. Two on, a run in on Tellez's hit. One out. 1-0 Pirates in the second. 3-0. Ball four. Liberatore walked him. That fills him up. They walked the number 9 hitter. And now McCutchen will bat with the bases loaded.
After a visit from your pitching coach, you throw 4 straight to the number 9 hitter. 4 straight balls.
Maybe he should have gotten closer?
I don't know. Something. I wouldn't know what they had planned right there.
See if McCutchen can come up with a big hit. Here it is. He'll take down low for ball one. His next hit ties him with Fred Clark for 10th place on the all-time Pirates hits list. Here's a 1-0. Down low, 2-0. 6 straight wide ones from Liberatore since the mound visit. We want you to stay away from everybody. Probably was not said. Here's the pitch. Ball 3 for a strike. That was low and probably away too.
Gave him one there.
Two and one instead is the count. Charitable. Here's the pitch. And that one's not close. 3-1. Has not been able to throw a pitch in the strike zone since Tellez's hit.
Yeah, struggling guy out there with bases loaded, just one out. This is a great opportunity to
strike big,
break the game open a little.
And a good cut on a fastball out over 3-2.
Take advantage of this.
That was a belt high fastball middle. And McCutchen trying to open up and send it out of here.
Got one run in. I'm hoping now to be up, say, 3-0. Maybe 4-0 after this inning.
Yeah, the Pirates haven't scored more than 2 runs in a game since Saturday. Leading 1-0. The pitch. Swinging a fly ball foul, tailing down the right field line. Yeah, even a fly ball here hit deeply enough. Gets a second run across. Now, McCutchen has not driven in a run other than on a home run since June 1st. has an opportunity here with the bases full and one out. 3-2, ball 4, and there it is, a walk with the bases loaded. And an RBI for McCutchen. 2-0 Pirates. And they're still loaded with one out. Nick Gonzalez is coming out.
He won't walk Nick. My prediction.
He won't let it happen.
Bases are drunk. Nick's going to be swinging the bat.
And he'll take ball one down low. That cutter missed. Still no activity in the St. Louis bullpen. 2 in for the Pirates here in the second, leading 2-0. Bases loaded, one out. Gonzalez drove in the equalizer yesterday in the 8th inning. Here's a 1-0, swinging a foul back. Got 92 over the outer edge, 1 ball and 1 strike. That's the first pitch that he's thrown in the strike zone that has been swung at. Other than, oh, and I should say the McCutchen foul ball, excuse me, on that 3-1 fastball. So the second one since Telez's hit. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, expanding the zone on a high fastball. 1-2 on Nick Gonzalez. Well, as you said, Bob, he's trying to drive in the runs.
He's not going to walk.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a fly ball, medium, shallow center field. Carlson will come way in to make the catch, and Telez, who is at third, just has to draw the throw. He's not going to be able to score on that. Gonzalez flies out to center. 2 outs, and here comes Connor Joe, trying to drive in his first run since June 11th. And the bases loaded, 2 away, 2-0 Pirates here in the second inning. He walked last inning. Liberatore has walked 3 and hit a batter. Pirates have 2 singles. The lefty Cardinal to the right-handed batting Connor Joe. The pitch, swinging a foul tip, took a good rip. 92 fastball, below and in the zone, strike 1. Telez at third, Taylor at second, McCutchen at first. The pitch outside for a strike. And it's 0-2 now. Perez took his glove and moved it a few feet over home plate. Here's an 0-2. Swing, fly ball, tailing away from the center fielder Carlson. He dives, and it ticks off of his glove. And here come the Pirates. Telez is in. Taylor scores. McCutchen held at third. It's a 2-run double for Connor Joe. Big, big hit for the Bucks. 4-0. They lead.
Yep, there you go. Got that 4 spot, just what we were talking about. Great opportunity to bust the game open, and they're able to do it. Game-changing inning right here.
RBIs 29 and 30 for Connor Joe. A terrific effort by Carlson. Hit just too well. And Joe with a huge hit.
It looked like Carlson had caught it for a moment, but then it rolled. I kind of when he hit the ground, it got out of his glove. It was rolling on the grass.
Cruz takes strike 1. 9th Pirate to bat in this inning. Cardinals did not name Liberatore the starter until after the game yesterday. There's a strike, 0-2 on Cruz. Popped out last inning. Batting with 2 in scoring position. Pirates with a 4-run inning. They had scored 3 runs in their previous 3 games combined. And doing more than that here in this inning alone. Here's an 0-2, a check swing foul. And 2 on O'Neill. Cruz, the lefty. Liberatore ready. And his pitch, swinging a soft ground ball to second. Donovan has it cleanly and on to first for the out, and the inning ends. Pirates bat around and score 4. Through 2, 4-0 the Pirates lead on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by IC Light.
Every year, for every Pirates pitcher strikeout, Coppers donates $50 to a full lineup of local.
Now it's time for Eyes on the Ball Player. Can you find Shane Bieber in his photo of Guardians fans?
I love Shane Bieber. He's a #1 starter.
And I think he's a true ace.
And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Number 9 for the Guardians right-hander. Oh, he got him to go fish. Heads up play by Bieber. He'll spin, throw to second, and they get it. Bieber has been on a roll. That was just paint. Next over in there.
And there he is.
Joining the show in studio. We're going to talk hitting.
What are you thinking right here?
That's 95 at the very top, and I at least foul it off. So I know I can cover it. If I make that same move and have that same mindset, I can cover the fastball at the top. And if I can cover that fastball at the top and at least foul it off with 2 strikes, and I know I'm on the rest of the pitches, and I know I've got time to adjust to it. Can we get a side view? One of the side views back up? And I think
God, he's going to work here.
I know he's.
First and third.
What?
Strike to Perez.
Out was made on the bases, and then next thing you know, we have a 4-0 lead.
Now with the number 9 hitter up, but Perez are working on a 10-game hitting streak. He swings and pops it up toward first base. Tellez right along the line will take care of it in fair ground, and Perez in his second first at bat pops out. So 1 out for Mason Wynn. Get to see more from a pitcher at least. Count is reset when that happens. Here's the pitch to Wynn. A curveball for a strike. Hitless in his last 12. Here's an 0-1, and the rookie takes low. 1 ball and 1 strike. He wears number 0. And we were talking about the Cardinals' number 1 yesterday, Ozzie Smith. Big shoes to fill, but might do it one day. They got high hopes for Mason Wynn. It's inside. 2 balls and a strike. Showed off a good arm yesterday. Quick pitch, he'll take, and it's low. 3-1 on the changeup missing.
Yeah, I agree. He's a very good-looking young player.
Add in that he is 22. Turned so in March. And the pitch, swinging a bouncer onto short. 2 hops for Cruz. He's got a good arm too, and fires it on toward first to get the second out. Burleson coming up with the bases empty again. Burleson lined out sharply to first. It's still the hardest hit ball of the game. No one's hit one at 100 plus yet until Wynn right there, actually, on that bounce out. First pitch, there's a strike.
Except he hit it straight down.
Yeah, that's why that fooled me. I didn't think that would be.
Yeah, there's some real hard hit balls that hit the dirt right in front of home plate.
And by the time that they get there, they're not traveling at the same rate.
Yeah, once they hit in front of home plate, they lose velocity.
Hit off the end of the bat to left. Palacios there today takes care of that. Nice
Easy.
Quick. Yeah, 1-2-3 inning for Martin Perez, working with a 4-0 lead as the Pirates come right back up the bat in the third. Here on the Pirate.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Third inning coming up. Bottom half, Pirates leading 4-0. Key Brian Hayes led off last inning. He'll do so again against Liberatore through 40 pitches. Pirates now lead 4-0. Hayes was hit by a pitch, a curveball in the toe. He swings at this one and lofts it to left. Nootbaar comes on, 1 pitch, 1 out, and we'll pause 10 for a station ID here on the Pirates Radio Network. Comes Joshua Palacios, registered to hit his first time up off the lefty Liberatore, and that just missed low, a sinker for ball 1. The lefty ready, and the pitch, swing and a foul. 1 ball and 1 strike to Palacios. Join us for youth baseball and softball today. The next one's coming up on Sunday, August 4th, when Arizona comes to town. It's a 1:35 game, and we'll celebrate the exceptional talents of all of our young players from across the region. Check it out, pirates.com/youth baseball or /youth softball. Bouncer on to first. 2 hops. Goldschmidt backs up, waits for Liberatore to come over, and he'll tap the bag a step ahead of Palacios for the second out. How many times has Paul Goldschmidt done that?
He's always done it very well.
What an accomplished player. He's nearing his 2,000th major league hit. He should get that here this week. 3 shy. He's won the Gold Glove 4 times, a 7-time All-Star.
Lots of home runs, I'm guessing. He used to even steal bases in his younger days.
Top 20 on a number of occasions. 30 once. Here's the pitch to Bart. And he looks at a strike. Yeah, 354 career homers for Goldschmidt. Well over 1,000 runs batted in. That's outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Won the MVP a couple of years ago. Going to be 37 in September. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bart struck out looking in the second on a slider away, and the pitch. Swinging a foul back. That time got a fastball right down the middle. A little bit different with a 4-0 game now. And Liberatore and his pitch count rising. Just now, the Cardinals are going to get a right-hander starting to toss on the downslope of the mound. Here's the pitch. And there's that breaking ball. That's a curve. Called a strike, and Bart is caught looking twice today. Pirates go down in order, and we'll go to the 4-0 Pirates on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by... We go to the 4th. It's 4-0 Pirates, and as we drone on, I thought it would be appropriate to remind you that Saturday, August 3rd, the Diamondbacks will be in town. It's a 6:40 game, and after the game, it's a kids' drone show featuring an original Pirate story, and it's all thanks to AHN. Coming up Saturday night, August 3rd, Pirates and Diamondbacks. Get your tickets at pirates.com.
Come see the snakes.
Are you a fan of snakes?
Oh, yeah. I like snakes. I hate spiders, but I like snakes.
I'm the other way around. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Contreras on the changeup.
Depends on what kind of a snake it is.
No one likes venomous snakes.
Yes, as long as it's not a venomous.
Yeah, the ones that have the venom.
Pit vipers.
Just see those in the backyard every once in a while. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, I don't care for those.
Yeah.
But your normal little, like, little snake.
Garden snake.
Running around the flower beds.
Yeah.
Eating bugs and small critters. That's fine. I like those.
Saw a spider in the wash basin earlier today.
Yeah, I don't like those. There was last night there was one right above my head here. I had to keep an eye on him the last 2 innings.
I knew it was keeping an eye on you.
Now, during the day, I know he's up there. He's sleeping up there somewhere. They go hide during the day. So day games are good.
1-2 and the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That down and away changeup.
Been a good pitch.
The elixir for the out on Contreras, the second strikeout for Perez. 4-0, the Pirates lead. Continuing his good pitching against the Cardinals through the years. And this month as well. Here's Arenado. And he takes just off the plate away. Cut fastball, never reaches the plate. And so ball 1. And Perez so far 10 and 2/3 innings, 1 run against the Cardinals this month. And 2 home starts. The pitch down low, tried the fastball, sunk too much. 2-0 on Arenado. There's the offering. And that's down low. 3-0. Sinker, changeup. Everything low to Arenado. Goldschmidt waiting next. Perez with a deep breath and the lefty coming home. And Arenado sees ball 4. Appeared to be in the zone, but a 1-out walk. And on Friday, the Mega Millions jackpot with an estimated annuity of $306 million. $306 million. Don't forget to play at your local retailer or online. Pennsylvania Lottery proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians every day. Got to be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Goldschmidt waits and takes away for ball 1.
Good time for a visit right here. Barton wants to go out and talk. Got the big lead. Got to stay aggressive in the strike zone.
Cruz also out there for a word of encouragement for Perez.
Little slap on the backside. Let's go.
And Goldschmidt can hit into a double play once in a while, and Perez has induced 13 since he's been on the hill. It's among the leaders, even though he missed a month with a groin injury. That down and away changeup's been effective to righties. Here's a 1-0. Swinging a foul, that time a down and away fastball. That Goldschmidt spoils. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Arenado at first with 1 out. 4-0 Pirates. The pitch. Swing and a pop-up foul backing out of play. Inside fastball. 1-2 on Goldschmidt.
I got him looking away. Even though we know Perez is not a real hard thrower, when he locates the fastball in like that, it can be very effective. Jammed him pretty good.
Man at first, 1 out. Perez 1-2, swinging a bouncer right back to the mound on a down and away changeup to second 1. Relay. 2. Double play. And they're out of it. We'll go to the, well, let's see here. The Ali Marmol, the manager of the Cardinals, thought it was close enough to at least consider reviewing. Holding up the proceedings just a tick longer. And they're going to challenge this.
Yeah, I thought he was safe. I was surprised that it took so long. Now, we'll see the replay.
Challenging the out call at first base.
I don't know if he touched first base. The front of his toe may have.
Yeah, I mean, the foot was down before the ball got there. So that's going to be the question of whether he touched the bag or not.
And the call on the field was out. And this call under review is brought to you by Ring Central. Message, video, phone, together, all in one app, Ring Central.
Yeah, I'm with you. That's definitely going to be the question is, did he ever touch the base, period?
Now, when he continues on the follow-through, of course, he drags the front of his foot over the inside bevel of the bag. But at the moment that he strikes the ground with it, there's no real way to tell if he's touching the base or not. And he was ruled out.
Yeah, the foot got down in plenty of time to beat the ball. Well, I
think it's safe to say once he continues forward, now he's touching the bag, but that was after
that was way too late. Yeah,
but then that's after the
glove. Yeah, didn't matter then.
Me being a complete amateur umpire and not knowing what I'm talking about compared to what those guys do, I would say it stands.
I mean, I was assuming, watching it live, that he touched the bag.
Let's find out. Alan Porter wants the music off.
The call on the field is overturned. The runner is safe.
Okay.
St. Louis will retain their challenge.
So we'll learn that when a batter runner is touching the front bevel with his foot, or at least you can't see daylight, then they're going to assume that he's touching the base. So that's good to know for future plays like that. It also prevents the inning from ending. They'll just get a force 1-4 on Arenado at second. Goldschmidt reaches on the fielder's choice. And now Donovan. 4-0 Pirates. Swinging a tapper foul and strike one. Alan Porter.
What's this discussion
talking with Perez at the mound. They came all the way out to the foot of the mound.
And Porter gives him a little slap on the backside, like almost like he was a pitching coach saying, "Okay, you're all right. Come on, let's get him." What could that have been about?
We'll have to ask him after the game. That's you don't see that too often. Long wait, and now an 0-1, swinging a bouncer right to second base on the ground to Gonzalez, and then on the first. 2 pitches later, now the inning culminates with the man left on, and we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Pirates.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Fun giveaway coming up on Sunday, August 4th when the Diamondbacks are in town. It's a 1:35 Sunday afternoon game. Kids 14 and younger take home a set of Topps baseball cards. And you can get your tickets at Pirates.com. Homestand finale today. Telez, a swing and a miss from Matthew Liberatore. He singled in the first run of the game off the lefty. Back in the second inning, a 4-run second for the Pirates. Here's an 0-1. And it's outside that cut off the plate. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Pirates will head to Phoenix, take on the Diamondbacks, first time this year. And then, of course, as I mentioned, Diamondbacks will come here a week later. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. And then it's the Houston Astros. Key Brian Hayes from Houston, as is Jared Triolo. Nick Gonzalez, a native Arizonan. Here's the pitch. Swing and a high fly ball deep down the right field line. This is staying fair. This is way back and gone over the seats. Rowdy Telez, a high arcing long home run. And the Pirates lead 5-0. 2 hits for Rowdy off the lefty today.
2 balls hit very well. That line drive he hit was impressive, and now this one getting over everything.
I wonder if that ended up in the Allegheny. That will be it for Liberatore as Ali Marmol comes out and quickly removes him from this game after the home run, the 9th for Rowdy Telez. And this pitching change is brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Visit your neighborhood Valvoline for a stay-in-your-car oil change Done in about 15 minutes. No appointment needed. Pirates 5, Cardinals nothing. We're back after this message here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by IC Light.
Hard hit ball to short, scooped up and tossed to second. Quick turnaround. It's going to be close. Throws it to first, and he's out. Double play.
Innings. Pitched pretty well. 3.38 ERA.
And the rookie delivers to Michael A. Taylor, and there's a strike. The last time that Tellez...
Now, he wasn't in the original lineup, was he?
No.
Got to watch out for those late additions.
And that's outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. The last time that they had 2 hits against the lefty in a game was April 23rd, 2023. Now, he hasn't gotten a lot of opportunities to face lefties.
Like today, he wasn't in the lineup, but he made the most of it.
And there's a strike. And it's 1-2. Michael A. Taylor, and the pitch. Swing and a miss as he strikes out. Liberatore, 3+ innings, 4 hits and 5 runs, all earned 3 walks and 3 strikeouts. The Cardinals starting pitcher today. Now McCutchen batting with the bases empty. It was the 78th home run to ever make its way into the Allegheny River. Ball 1 down low to McCutchen. Drew a bases loaded walk his last time up. And it takes up high. 2 balls and no strikes from Roycroft. The pitch. Down and in, 3-0. Pirates leading 5-0. Would pull the Pirates to back within a game of the Cardinals. If they can procure this one, we're in the 4th. Now a strike at the top of the zone, 3-1 on McCutchen. Now Tellez, after starting the day 2 for 2, he is 6 for 29 against lefties this year, so not that many at bats. There's a strike. 3-2. Second home run off a lefty this year. And the pitch. Check swing could not hold up on 98, down and away. Foul tip and a strikeout. McCutchen is gone, and now Nick Gonzalez, who was flat out twice. He's coming up. Check out the Pirates Great Taste Ticket. It's brought to you by Miller Lite. Tickets standing room only. They start at just $19. And your first beverage is complimentary Miller Lite Great Taste ticket. Offer available online only at pirates.com/great taste. Great hands by Mike Ribello, the Pirates' third base coach, fielding that ball hit foul. They had a strike on Nick Gonzalez. The Pirates are enjoying a 5-0 lead over the Cardinals. The pitch rides outside, and it's 1-1 strike. Here's the set. And a 1-1, and it's outside, 2 balls and a strike. The pitch, and a swing and a ball hit into left, falling fast. That's down for a base hit. Gonzalez running hard all the way. He's going to make that into a 2-out double.
Well, they certainly were playing no doubles and ended up giving up one.
Oh, the irony, right?
Yeah, Newt Bar was playing way back there, so deep. And there was no way he was going to prevent a little blooper from being a double. It's a big left field, and you can get back there, you know, really deep. And he was.
Got an inside fastball. I mean, it was a good bit in off the plate. And struck it for a 2-base hit. Connor Joe came up with a big hit. A 2-out, 2-run double. His last time up, he grounds one here to second. Donovan on to first for the final out. Pirates add a run on the Rowdy Tellez home run to the river. Through 4, 5-0 Pirates on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by IC Light.
At AHN, we see you at...
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Pirates leading the Cardinals here in the 5th inning. It's brought to you by local union number 5 of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. Dylan Carlson leads it off. Takes up high, ball 1 from Martin Perez. He's blanked the Redbirds through 4. Carlson
likes pitching against these Cardinals.
Yeah.
And Carlson.
Any of the Cards or Carlsons outside now 2-0. Lifetime earned run average very low. Just a little bit over 2. The pitch. And down and in 3-0. This is his 5th career start against St. Louis. Pitching entirely in the American League prior to this year. Here's a 3-0 now, and Carlson looks at a strike. Walked his first time around and was caught stealing coming from third base on that 1st and 3rd 2-out play where they try to steal a run. And Perez walks Carlson, hitter with the lowest slugging percentage in the lineup. He knew he wasn't trying to do that. He's walked 4 today. Cardinals have just 1 hit, and that was Nootbaar's single in the second. He's coming to bat here. 4 walks equals a season high. The pitch, down low and away, ball 1. So on a day where he's working with a big lead, you know he wants to throw strikes. Not always easy to do.
Well, you know, his style, too, makes it even a little bit tougher.
The pitch? Outside 2-0.
It's not like he can just okay, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to go after the middle of the plate here. I mean, we talked about this. He's an edge guy. He needs to, especially with the fastball, work the edges and have that good command of that pitch, and that opens up some off-speed stuff for him. But he's got to be able to nail the inside-outside corner with consistency with that fastball.
Now a strike, 2-1.
And that's just going to be the way he pitches, regardless of the score.
2-1 on Nootbaar, left-handed batter. And the pitch home. Swinging a bouncer out of second. Might be 2. They'll go to short 1. Relay to a double play. 4-6-3. The Pirates turn 2.
Cruz took that big kind of hop as he's coming across the base. By the time he threw it, he was a third of the way to the first base. Them long legs of his. I mean, he just was way past the bag.
The ball got there even faster.
Yeah, didn't have much of a throw to make after that.
Well, 2 outs, and that erases that leadoff walk. Here is Perez, and he is down a strike on a curve. That's about the only pitch that Perez can throw in the strike zone. Maybe that first pitch curveball, in the middle of the strike zone. Everything, around the strike zone. Here's the pitch. Swinging a liner into left, base hit. That fastball caught a good bit of the plate, and it was stroked into left. Perez now with an 11-game hitting streak. Win is 0 for 2. The pitch, and there's a strike. Right-handed batter. Perez at first, 2 away, 5-0 Pirates leading in the 5th. Perez coming home. Swinging a liner, pass short and into left, another hit for the Cardinals. Got that changeup and hit it into left. 2 on with 2 outs, and we'll pause 10 for a station ID here on the Pirates Radio Network. Pirates pitching coach Oscar Marine coming out for a mound visit. 3 of the 4 have reached this inning with that double play ball aiding Perez, working with a 5-0 lead here in the 5th.
And there's not surprisingly, but Nicholas getting up to throw out there as Oscar went to the mound. So that's another reason he went out there. I'm sure he had something to say, and he wanted to give Perez a little bit of a breather. Also give it a minute or two for the bullpen call to take effect.
Someone stirring down there?
Nicholas.
Greg Harvey's our statistician with Stats Perform, and he says that the Tellez's home run was the longest by a left-handed Pirates batter off a left-handed pitcher here in this ballpark since at least 2015, when they have easily tracked information. Outside, ball 1, so that includes 1 year of Pedro. 447 feet for Rowdy Tellez. Left on left for Burleson. Tough hitter. Here's the pitch. Outside 2-0. Cutter moving off the plate. Burleson, big-time RBI guy, but hitting just 196 against left-handed pitching coming into today. He's lined out twice. 2 on and 2 out. 5-run lead. The pitch outside at 3-0. Looks like they're trying to.
Wow, that was close too.
Get him to chase a little bit maybe there. What do you think?
He's probably wanting to throw a strike there. I mean, you're right. He doesn't want to lay one down the middle, but at the same time, he doesn't want to go to 3-0 with guys on base.
Yeah,
he wanted that one.
Pitch, tried that edge fastball,
Same
missed away.
Pitch, exactly. Same spot.
Alan Porter got it right, but they were both very close. And now the tying run is on deck. Here is Wilson Contreras. Pirates are leading 5-0. Nicholas trying to get up in a hurry.
Yeah, with Arenado, Goldschmidt coming up next. This could be the last hitter, regardless of what happens here for Perez. And this is the hump inning for getting the win. Got to go 5.
Perez has only won once as a Pirate.
He needs one more out to be the pitcher of record here. And this is the guy he's got to get.
Contreras has walked and struck out the last time around. He's 1 for 9 lifetime against Perez. And a good down and away changeup. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Nice pitch. Base is full of Cardinals with 2 outs. 2 singles and a walk. The pitch comes back with a strike on a cut fastball right at the knees on the outer edge.
Jumping out of 0-2 right away.
And both really tough to hit pitches.
Yeah, that's how he pitches. He's going for the edges, and that first pitch changeup was a beauty.
0-2 coming, and that's down low. Trying to change up, and Contreras laid off 1-2. Nothing Pirates. Bases loaded for St. Louis. 2 outs. 1-2 on Wilson Contreras. Martin Perez coming home. Swinging a soft ground ball to third. Right at the bag. Hayes will go to second. Get the out there. And the inning ends. So crisis averted. Perez pitches his way out of trouble and strands the.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma,
FinishYourDiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at FinishYourDiploma.org. That's FinishYourDiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Martin Perez working his way out of a jam. 5 scoreless innings.
Now the pitcher record for the W.
Yeah, he's won one of his first 15 starts and could be number 2. The Pirates keep on what they're doing today. They are up 5-0. Chris Roycroft, the rookie righty, to O'Neill Cruz. He delivers a backdoor slider for a strike. Cruz 0 for 2 today, a pop out and a bounce out. That was against Liberatore, the starter, who gave up all 5 runs. Now Perez working around 5 walks, most since the 22 season for him. Up high, 1 ball, 1 strike. And if his day ends scoreless, this will be the longest scoreless outing he's had since that all-star season of his in 22. Here's the pitch. Cruz sends one high in the air to center, but playable for Carlson. And he takes care of that. 1 out. Key Brian Hayes is coming to bat. Helps celebrate the launch of the Pirates' new ice cream flavor, Bucko Batter. Join the sweepstakes. The winner will enjoy an August or September 2024 Pirates home game from a luxury suite for 19 people and coupons for Perry's ice cream. Hayes hits it back to Roycroft off of his arm, and then he throws it on to first for the out. Go to pirates.com/Perry's ice cream to enter. An athletic trainer rushes out to look at Roycroft.
He was waved off. Roycroft said, "No, stay there," but they never listened.
Roycroft from Illinois came up from Aurora University and pitched for the Joliet Slammers in the Independent Frontier League for 2 years before signing a minor league deal with the Cardinals. The 6'8" rookie right-hander has been through a lot in the baseball sense. And
the Slammers.
That's a good name, isn't it?
For Joliet?
Yeah. Got a double entendre there,
I
right?
like that.
Yeah.
There's so many good minor league names.
The Elwood brothers, right? Did I have that right?
They coach first and second.
Yeah.
Or first and third, I mean.
Well, 2 outs. Here is Palacios. He'll face Roycroft. Got a base hit in 2 tries today. 5-0. The Pirates have the lead, trying to secure the series win. And the pitch. It's up and in for ball 1. Think about it. They won 2 out of 3 in Milwaukee. They go to Chicago and sweep the White Sox. They win 2 out of 3 against the Phillies. And now bidding for 2 out of 3 against the Cardinals. There's a strike. That's how you start to move up.
And they have. They've up above 500 now. Hopefully a couple of games above 500 at the end of today.
Pitch is swung on, popped up, foul territory, and the catcher Perez retires it. The Pirates are turned aside in the 5th to the 6th from PNC Park. 5-0. The Pirates lead on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by IC Light.
Dear team, thanks for showing up for me with the best face paint.
And make sure to stop by Fathead's Southside Saloon before, during, and after the game for a headwich, smoked wings, and all your favorite Fatheads beers. Fatheads.com.
The 6th inning brought to you by the operating engineers, Local 66. Pirates 5, St. Louis nothing. Martin Perez returns. They'll face Arenado, Goldschmidt, and Donovan.
A little bit of a surprise, but Majinski is, I think that's Majinski. Yes, it is Majinski. He's throwing right now. So he's back out there, but it sure looks like it's going to be a short leash.
Outside ball one on a sinker. So Nicholas was warming last inning.
Yeah, and he sat down right after the inning was over. So apparently he was going to be used just to finish that inning if they had to.
Here's a 1-0, and it's tap foul. Yeah, Nicholas has been used a good bit on this homestand, so that makes sense.
Pitch count's all right. I mean, even though he's walked a few today, he's got a couple of double play balls, kept that pitch count in order.
1-1, tapped foul, 1-2.
He's getting close to 80 pitches, I believe.
Yeah, started the inning at 75. He's thrown as many as 107 in the start.
He's fine then with that. Yeah, 78 pitches is put on the scoreboard.
One more click coming here, and it's 2-2 now. Cutter missing down and away to Arenado. Is that how you used to keep the pitches, right? And there was a clicker, wasn't there?
Yeah, they used to use that, but most of the time with the Pirates, we just used the pitching chart.
Here's a 2-2. Swinging a ball golfed to deep left. Palacios just shy of the track. Will make the catch one.
Because you were keeping a pitching chart all the time. And
so like on a clipboard or something?
Yeah, occasionally they would come down to you and say, how many pitches does he have?
Would it be numbered?
Well, you'd keep a running total as you went.
Oh, okay, so you had to number it yourself.
Yeah, you would mark down.
Pitch to Goldschmidt is outside ball one.
Each pitch that's thrown, you would say fastball, curveball, whatever.
Fork ball.
Striker ball. And then you would keep a running total after each hitter.
2-0 now.
So and you'd also, in the box, like right there, I would have just, you put in a 7. Now, some guys would actually keep score, but I wouldn't do that.
2-0 is fouled back.
I just put what happened in the at-bat in the box. I wasn't, keeping the base runners around the corners and all that. Who cares?
Oh, I see. Right.
Yeah. It's a pitching chart. It's not a game book.
Yeah.
That was my. And nobody ever asked me about it, so that's what I would have said. I go
2-1, and Goldschmidt takes away 3-1. So you
can look at it. You can see what the pitches were and what counts and what the result was. Pitching chart.
So if Mike Dunn is starting, then you would be keeping book. What, one day a week or whatever, one turn through the rotation?
You always keep the book the day before you pitched.
Swinging a foul. 3-2 now on Goldschmidt with 1 out. I just try to come up with some name, but whoever was in the rotation next to you, I guess.
Yeah, whoever you were following, you were always keeping the book for him.
1 out, nobody on. 3-2 for Perez. Swinging a fly ball hit to deep right field. Joe back to the warning track, and he leaps for it. It falls beside him, probably over his head, and it'll be 2 bases for Goldschmidt. So he's on at second with 1 out for Brendan Donovan.
That ball, I couldn't tell how far up the wall it hit, but watching a replay,
yeah,
it was up quite a bit on a high wall.
Yeah, when he leapt for it, it hit. He would have had to be in the perfect spot, and maybe maybe gotten a glove on it.
It hit looked like the B in Baltimore on the out-of-town scoreboard, which
there's a strike.
One of the highest names out there.
So a double for Goldschmidt and a strike to Donovan. Lefty batter. Pickoff move goes into center field. Cruz fakes Goldschmidt so that he doesn't get up and doesn't advance.
we kind of not really know where to go. You don't want to take any chances. And
down 5.
When you're down by 5 runs.
Yeah, Cruz applied the tag on him without the ball. And so Goldschmidt didn't get up. Here's an 0-1. Swinging a soft ground ball to second. Gonzalez up with it cleanly and on to first for the second out. Goldschmidt moves to third with 2 gone, and here is Dylan Carlson. Listen to every Major League Baseball game live, plus watch the minor leagues, MLB Big Inning, and available pre- and post games with no blackouts. Visit MLB.com/@bat for details. This is Dylan Carlson, who's walked twice. And he looks to strike 1. Got a fastball right down the middle at 93. Perez intent on not walking him a third time. "5-0, the Pirates lead. Check swinging a ball up high on a cut fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Goldschmidt at third. 2 men are out and the pitch. Swinging a bouncer on to short. Cruz collects it, gets it across. There's the out and there's the inning. 6 scoreless for Martin Perez. And the bottom half coming up. Still 5-0. The Pirates lead on the Pirates Radio Network.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Of the 6th coming up. Pirates still on top, 5-0 over the Cardinals. The Pittsburgh Brewing Company key account of the game is the Wall.
Marking and Alan Porter most of the day called out on strikes twice. And he takes a pitch for a strike on the inside corner, and he just lowers his head.
He said, "You know what? We're up 5-0. I think if this game was closer, I probably would have more to say."
Roycroft out for his 3rd inning of work. The pitch, a slider and a strike called, 0-2 on Bart.
One thing we can say about Roycroft, he has kept the Cardinals in it by giving them 2 solid innings and perhaps 3.
1 hit allowed. That was a double by Gonzalez with 2 outs in the 4th inning. Just a little looper of a double down the left field line. The pitch on 0-2. High a ball. Now, if Porter had raised the right arm there,
that would have been the end of Bart for the day.
He might have been like a rocket taking off from Cape Canaveral.
Oh.
The pitch. This is hit in the air, short center field. Backing up the second baseman, Donovan. On the outfield grass, he has it.
Well, at least he made contact.
He did, but he makes it out. He's 0 for 3. Maryville University offers online certificate and degree programs for people balancing school, work, and family life, requiring flexible learning environments. No application fees, no entrance exams. Learn more at maryville.edu. Last game here in Pittsburgh between the Cardinals and the Pirates. They'll play each other a 4-game series in September, in the middle of September. The pitch in for a strike. Rowdy Tellez, a single RBI, a home run. 2 for 2, 2 runs batted in. Tellez hit the ball into the river.
That could be a huge series in September.
There's a pitch just off the outside corner. Bias is slow to throw the ball back to the mound. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tellez, a late addition to the lineup when Bryan Reynolds was scratched with back spasms. Tellez checks his swing, and the pitch is outside, no swing. 2-1. This completes 1 time through the lineup for Roycroft. The Cardinals have a right-hander throwing behind him. Fastball outside, 3-1. Michael A. Taylor is on deck. The Pirates scored 4 times in their half of the second, batting around, facing Matthew Liberatore. And then Libby gave up a home run to Tellez. The 3-1. That is chopped to first. Goldschmidt has it, underhands to Roycroft, who hustles over there in time. 3-1 on the out, 2 down. Nice comeback there for Roycroft. And Taylor is taking his time coming up to the plate. Top of the 6th inning in Atlanta, game 1 of a doubleheader. The Reds lead the Braves 9-4. In the bottom of the 4th, the Twins bat with a 1-0 lead over the Phillies. With 2 outs, Minnesota has runners at first and third. Top of the 1st, the Brewers have a runner at first base with 1 out. 0-0, Brewers at the Cubs. That's on your Dobbs Tire and Auto Center scoreboard. The pitch by Roycroft outside, backhanded. That was taken out of the dirt by Paez, who throws a new ball to the mound.
You know, one of the things that we would talk about with Roycroft and his lack of experience is he has trouble from time to time with left-handed hitters, but he has been very good against the lefties he's faced today. He's retired all 3 of them.
Now a right-handed batter, Michael A. Taylor. He swings, and a foul ball goes out of play, upper deck down the right field line. 1 ball and 1 strike. The sun is trying to break through the clouds, and it's a warm day here. Sun shining brightly on the Clemente Bridge beyond the center field fence here, spanning the Allegheny River. The 1-1. And that is fouled off to the right over the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Roycroft has worked up a sweat out there. He has struck out 2 and allowed just 1 hit as he faces his 10th batter. The 1-2 pitch, time taken just before Roycroft could lift the left leg. A batter's timeout for Michael A. Taylor, who's 33 years old. He turned pro out of high school in Florida. We saw a lot of him with the Washington Nationals. The pitch on the way. Taken high for a ball, 2-2. Also saw him in Kansas City. Played for Minnesota last year, where he hit 21 home runs, driving in 51.
Very solid defender, but just the offense wasn't as consistent as I think some teams would like for it to have been.
The pitch on the way. Low ball, a full count. On deck, it's Andrew McCutchen. Roycroft has thrown 36 pitches. There's an off day tomorrow, and then the series with the Nationals, a 3-gamer, will begin Friday night. The pitch. A foul tip into the catcher's mitt. No, that was just fouled off.
You talk about Taylor, you know, he was a Gold Glove winner. He's also part of a World Series championship team.
3-2 the count on him. See if Roycroft can get this one by him and send the Cardinals to bat in the 7th. The pitch. That is a little high for ball 4.
Taylor, who's only walked 15 times now this whole season.
The first walk for Roycroft. And that pitch had plenty of the strike zone. That was under the top of the strike zone, and Roycroft didn't get the call. Both teams have had issues with Alan Porter's strike zone. This one today, a pitch inside for a ball to McCutchen. They want a good pace of play. They want the games to be quick. The umpire needs to raise the right arm on pitches in the zone. The pitch, a swing and a miss, 1-1 on McCutchen. The best strike zone I think we've seen, and it was a little bit off the plate, was Larry Vanover in the doubleheader at Atlanta. With rain in the forecast, he told the guys, you better be swinging. If it's close, it's a strike. The pitch, slider that is at the top of the zone, called a ball. 2-1.
Yeah, I've never heard a person say, hey, let's get some tickets and go down and watch somebody take a walk.
I mean, that's what it was in the American League back in the late 80s, early 90s. It was a walkathon. Here's a ground ball up the middle of the infield. Handcuffing Donovan. He bobbled the ball, but then gets a grip and throws out McCutchen. That was a tough hop. So Taylor, who walked, is left on. Claves has the 7th, 5-0 Pirates.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Voted best roofing company by the St. Louis Post-Dispatch.
For a hole in your roof or a whole new roof, Frederick Roofing.
314-645-2000.
The Cards on KMOX.com.
Well, the good news is Martin Perez is out of the ball game. Colin Wachinski is now in the game. He's a right-hander, and he will deal with Lars Nootbaar. We'll give you the numbers on Wachinski here in just a bit, as Nootbaar waits on the first pitch from the right-hander, and it is high for a ball.
We saw Majinski last night, and he throws hard.
Yes, very hard. 97 is what he normally is in the ballpark as. He also throws an 87-mile-an-hour slider and a 94-mile-an-hour cutter. Another one on the way. That's outside for a ball. This is his 24th appearance of the season. In 30 innings pitched, he's given up 25 hits, and he's surrendered 1 home run. So guys do not get around on him extremely well. Another one on the way to Lars, and that's a called strike on the outside corner. It will be Nootbaar, Pages, and the top of the order, Mason Wynn for the Cardinals here in the 7th inning as they trail 5-0. Redbirds have 4 hits on the afternoon. Nootbaar sees one inside. Did he go around? They say yes, as he tried to check his swing. So now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. The line on Perez, 6 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 5 walks, 2 strikeouts. Strike 3 call to Lars Nootbaar as he busted one on the inside corner. Newt was looking for something else, and he goes down on strikes. And that's how we start the 7th inning. We'll tell you a little bit more as Pages makes his way to the plate after we tell you where you're listening to the Cardinal game at on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar.
Skip the drive-through line. Your favorite coffee house flavors are ready anytime with Prairie Farms' new barista-style single-served iced coffees, now at your local retailer. Visit prairiefarms.com.
KMOX, KEZK HD2, K254CR St. Louis.
First pitch to Pages is a swing and a miss. Pedro has a hit on the afternoon. He was stranded at third in the 5th inning. The next one on the way, and that's in the dirt for a ball. So it's 2 balls, no strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Pedro Pages, who got the call to catch this afternoon. Pedro's offense is starting to come around just a bit, a little bit more consistent. The next one on the way, and that's outside for a ball. 2 balls and a strike.
He's on an 11-game hitting streak. 12 hits and 36 at-bats during that time.
There's a little bit more trust in his offensive skill from the Cardinal manager. Another one was outside for a ball, so now he's run the count to 3 balls and a strike. To Pedro Pages as we are in the 7th inning. The Cardinals trail 5-0. It's not been a good day at the office for the Redbirds. As Pages fouls one off, now the count's full. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by the authority of the St. Louis Cardinals, LLC, and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the description and accounts of this game may not be
disseminated
without the express written consent of
the St. Louis Cardinals, brought to you by Brown and Crouppen,
a great
law
firm. So full count to Pages. As he waits, here's the pitch. Inside for a ball, so he draws a walk. A little grousing from this Pirate dugout, man. They have something to say about just about everything today. Not happy with that. So Mason Wynn makes his way to the plate. Mason broke an 0 for slump with a single in the 5th inning. He also grounded out, and he was a victim to a fly out to the left fielder in the 1st inning. 1 for 3 on the day for the Cardinal shortstop. The first pitch on the way, and it's a called strike on the outside corner.
That was a ball.
Alan Porter has been more consistent. We've seen him better than what we're watching today. And he's getting it from both dugouts, so that means he's consistently inconsistent as he calls a strike on Mason Wynn, so Wynn's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And that pitch was on the inside corner from Carmen Mlodzinski.
Mlodzinski's next pitch, outside and high for a ball. Doesn't Alan know this is getaway day? Somebody has somewhere to be.
I would imagine he has a flight to catch.
I'm sure he does. As Mason Wynn waits with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. The pitch on the way. There's a line drive into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Pages stops at second, so the Cardinals have runners at first and second with 1 out, with Alec Burleson coming to the plate.
What a good 2-strike contact hitter Mason Wynn has been in his rookie year. Last night, 0-2 after failing on 2 bunt attempts to advance Ciani in the 9th. He hit a ground ball to the right side on an 0-2 pitch against a tough pitcher in Paul Skeens.
I just love his 2-strike approach. I mean, he can go to the opposite field. Not trying to hit home runs. And that was one of the things I think some thought early in the season when he had success with the long ball. I think he knows where his swim lane might be. As Burleson fouls one off, that hits the screen right above the Pirate dugout.
Boy, if Burley gets into one here, then it's a ball game.
Yes. Be interesting to see who the Cardinals bring out to be the reliever for the next inning. As Burleson with a 1-strike count. Waits on the righty's delivery, and it's high for a ball. Alec Burleson swinging the bat extremely well for the month of July.
6 home runs and 22 RBIs in July.
As you mentioned, he's got to be a player of the month candidate for sure. Another one comes to Burleson is outside for a ball again, so here we go. 2 balls and a strike. Hitters count. And now it's just a matter of time before somebody that Pirate dugout is done. Alan Porter looked over again. But Burleson is the man of the hour. Let's see what he can do. Here's the pitch. Ground ball foul down the first baseline. Ball person lets it get by them. That's an E on them.
Mm-hmm.
Still chasing it. Is now in the foul territory.
Stubby Clapp acting like a hockey referee, holding his arms out. No icing.
Oh, one of our favorites, Stubby Clapp. He is a very good baseball man. As Burleson sees one high and tight, so now he sees a full count. And one of the things we know about Alec Burleson is 2 strikes don't bother him, full counts don't bother him.
It's time to pass the biscuits here.
Let's see what he can do. Balanced stance in the box, slightly open. Here's the pitch. Fouls this one off over the Pirate dugout into the second level. Off day tomorrow for the Cardinals. Redbirds open up against the Washington Nationals. Sonny Gray will get the start. They're listening in on WINI in Murfreesboro, Illinois. Hope all is good in that neck of the woods. As Burleson waits on another pitch. Here it is. Tapped it foul. Lost part of his protective gear. He says, I don't need that. I'm going to put this next pitch in play. Alec Burleson. You remember, John, when he first came up, we asked around what position does he play, and they just said batter's box. He's a hitter.
He hits very well.
But you know what? He's made himself into a pretty good defender as well. Here's the next pitch as he pops this one up. This is going to go foul right behind home plate.
No, he has made himself into a good outfielder. And he does a serviceable job at first base, spelling Goldschmidt. But you need to find a place for him in the lineup. He'll play left field, right field, DH, or first base. You need him in there.
And he used to pitch, so you never know.
Very good arm.
One of the better throwing arms in the outfield for the Cardinals. So here we go one more time with a full count. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. O'Neill goes to first to get Burley, as Mason Wynn was already sliding into second, so that's the only play he had. 6-3 on the putout. So the runners advance.
Have to get these 2 runs in some way, somehow.
And Wilson Contreras is in charge of that with 2 out. Contreras drew a walk the first time, struck out.
He left the bases loaded the last time.
Bases loaded with a force out. So let's see what he can do here. He's in a little bit of a mini slump. Let's see if he can get out of it. As the Cardinals have runners at second and third, 2 out. First pitch is a called strike on the outside corner.
Wilson's 1 for 9 in the series with 2 walks and 5 strikeouts. The wind is howling out toward left field.
If he gets one up in the air, he may be able to do some damage, as Alan Porter calls strike 2 on the inside corner. Contreras will call time like he normally does with 2 strikes, and he is granted time. Crowd trying to get up. They know this is a turning point in the game, as Contreras is now ready to go. He's back in the box. Arenado hoping to bat in this inning. Contreras waits, pitch outside for a ball. Porter almost threw the hand up.
He came close, didn't he?
Well, maybe he just had just trying to stretch a little bit. So a 1-ball, 2-strike count to Wilson Contreras. 2 out. Here's the pitch. There's a fly ball in the right field to Connor Joe. Right to him. He takes 2 steps to make the out. The Cardinals do not score again. 7th inning stretch is presented by SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of the St. Louis Cardinals.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
A Cardinals stuffed animal to watch the game with and take home. For even more fun, check out their other area locations at Union Station, St. Louis Galleria, West County Center, or the ultimate party destination, Build-A-Bear Adventure in Chesterfield. Build-A-Bear Workshop. It's the stuff you love.
KMOX is Cardinals Radio.
Well, we have a new pitcher on for the Cardinals. That's Giovanni Gallegos, and we haven't seen Giovanni Gallegos since July 12th. When he faced the Cubs, he went one inning.
I was at the hotel this morning.
Yeah, well, we haven't seen him pitch since.
Oh, I got you.
Saw him in the hotel with a cup of coffee. I'm thinking more with a glove in his hand. But July 12th is the last time we've had a chance to watch Gio when he faced the Chicago Cubs. And let's see if he can keep the Pirates at bay as Nick Gonzalez stands in. Gonzalez is 1 for 3 on the afternoon. Right-handed hitting second baseman waits on the first pitch from Gallegos, and it's outside for a ball.
On the 3rd of July, a third of an inning, 2 hits, 1 run, a walk, a strikeout, and he gave up the run on a home run.
I want to remind everybody, 7th inning stretch presented by SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of the St. Louis Cardinals, as Gonzalez pops one up behind home plate. Pages gives chase, but it's 1 row behind him. So we'll do it again. Hey, the MLB Ballpark app will complete your next visit to Busch Stadium. You can buy and manage game tickets, redeem offers, access exclusive content, and much, much more. Download the MLB Ballpark app today.
Gio missed 39 games with a right shoulder impingement, coming off the injured list on the 21st of June.
His next pitch is in the dirt.
Bounced a slider.
We've seen him do that a few times. When he overcooks it, it is overcooked.
We have Ricky Horton's attendance guess. 20,091.
You got the same text message I did, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thanks, Ricky. We appreciate your help, sir. He's kind of approaching Ripken status as far as most consecutive days he's been able to get the attendance right.
There's a few years to go yet.
2 ball, 1 strike count to Gonzalez, and he pops this one foul down the right field line out of play. They played Gonzalez fairly straight on the infield. Lars Nootbaar is further back in the outfield compared to Dylan Carlson and Alec Burleson. As Gio Gallegos pitching from the stretch comes to the plate. A fly ball to Mason Wynn. He steps out in the outfield grass. He's under it. He makes the one-handed catch for the first out. That'll bring up Connor Joe. Connor Joe walked. He also had a 2 RBI double, and he grounded out to second.
Boy, that ball went off Carlson's glove for the 2 RBI double.
That was a back.
Carlson makes that catch. We have a 3-0 game instead of 5-0.
We may have a whole complete game at that point because that was a momentum builder, certainly for the Pirates.
But it's 5-0 Pittsburgh.
As Connor Joe turns on a pitch, Lars Nootbaar is there. He goes back. He's at the track. And he makes the one-handed catch for the second out of the inning. Joe got under that pitch just a little bit. That brings up O'Neal Cruz, who the Cardinals have held in check for the most part. He had one play, the hustle double, that eventually came around to score.
That led to the winning run on Monday night.
He's 0 for 3 on the afternoon.
So he's 2 out of 9 in the series.
Big, tall, left-handed hitting shortstop, 6'7", 215 pounds. First pitch on the way, and it's a called strike. I wonder if he has any eligibility left. I know Jeff Capel could use him here at Pitt. 1 strike to O'Neal Cruz. There's another pitch that's low for a ball. For the Cardinals, in their top half of the 8th inning, it'll be Arenado, Goldschmidt, and Donovan. See if they can get something going. As Gallegos comes to the plate. That's in the dirt for a ball. 2 balls and a strike.
One thing about the pitch timer, it has made Gio work quicker.
Yes. I'm not sure if he's as effective, but he certainly had to pick up the pace. as he is set to go with 1 second on the clock. He got away with one there as O'Neal Cruz pops one up. This is in short center field. Here comes Carlson. He's under it, and he makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down for the Pirates. We go to the 8th inning. John Rooney has it for you. Red Birch trail 5-0.
Hi, Cardinal fans. Brad Thompson.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Free cards tickets. Call 866-90-NATION or visit them online at windownation.com/Cardinals.
98.7 FM is Cardinals Radio.
The Cardinals are going to be facing Colin Holderman, who comes on in relief of Carmen Majinski. Majinski, 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout after Martin Perez again handcuffed the Cardinals. No runs, 4 hits over 6 innings. Even though Perez walked 5, he got away with them, and he struck out 2. 5-0 Pittsburgh. Nolan Arenado was the first up against a very good setup man, Holderman, who throws strike 1 over at the knees. A slider for strike 1 to Arenado, who was hit into a force play, a walk, and a line out to left field. Right-hander facing right-hander. The pitch to Arenado is hit through the hole at short into left field. Nice, easy swing. And a hit for Arenado. The Cardinals have the leadoff man on, Claves, for only the second time today.
You mentioned Perez's line. I thought the Cardinals were more effective against Skeens last night than they were against, Perez is befuddling. I mean, he's not dominating, but he just has the Cardinals number as we speak.
Well, I thought you made a very good comparison. He's a left-handed version of Kyle Hendricks.
Yep.
The Cub pitcher who has throttled the Cardinals many times. Arenado's on. Here's a swing and a miss. Goldschmidt missed that one by a foot. Slider outside, strike 1.
That was in the other batter's box.
A double off the right field wall the last time up. Goldschmidt's 1 for 3 today. And he's 3 out of 10 in the series. The pitch by Holderman. Slider in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sun shining brightly now in Pittsburgh. 83 degrees at game time. And a strong wind. Been blowing from right to left field. Boy, just to put up a couple of runs here and make a run at the Pirates before this one's over. The pitch by Holderman. A swing and a miss on a pitch up and in. 1-2. Goldschmidt, a strikeout victim in the second. 125 strikeouts.
Aroldis Chapman now warming in the Pirate bullpen.
A lead over at first base for Arenado. The pitch by Holderman, and there's a ground ball to third. Throw to second for an out. On to first base, a double play. 5-4-3. Since 1929, Ted Drewes has remained steadfast in the commitment to quality, consistency, and tradition. When you visit Ted Drewes, you're not just enjoying frozen custard. You experience a piece of St. Louis history. Visit Ted Drew's on Chippewa and taste why it really is good, guys.
And gals.
At Ted Drew's. Newpark grounded into a double play in the 5th. Goldschmidt here in the 8th inning. The ball outside to Brendan Donovan. Let's see if he can break out of his 0 for 12 here. For Goldschmidt, that's his 11th ground ball double play. The outfielders come in some in left and center, and a pitch outside to Donnie. 2 balls, no strikes. Holderman wants a different baseball. On our Dom Steyer Auto Center scoreboard, the Braves are coming up in the bottom of the 8th. The Reds are all over them in game 1 of the doubleheader, 9-4. The Reds got 4 in the 1st, 3 in the 3rd, and 2 in the 4th inning. Each team has 10 hits in that game 1 of the doubleheader. Ball 3 goes wide. 3-0 on Donovan. It's a 3-1 Philly lead at the Twins in the middle of the 6th inning. And in the bottom of the 2nd, the Cubs are coming up 1-1 with the Brewers. The pitch. And that is taken high for ball 4. Donovan was just standing there, and then he was told, you can take your base.
That was a little odd.
Donovan goes to first, and Dylan Carlson is 0 for 1. 2 walks and a caught stealing. Dubar broke for second with 2 outs, and Pajes at the plate. The throw went down to second. Carlson broke for the plate, but then stopped. Took a look at Gonzalez, the second baseman, who threw to third to get Carlson trying to get back. And here's ball 1 outside to Carlson. Things have gone downhill since then for the Cardinals. The Pirates picked up 4 runs in the bottom of the 2nd after that out at third base. Runner at first, Donovan, 2 outs. Holderman's pitch, a strike called over at the knees. The Cardinals, after a Newpart double play, loaded the bases in the 5th inning, only to have Contreras hit a ground ball to third. The Pirates got the force out on Burleson at second. The pitch. Carlson, a foul ball back to the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the 8th. All Pirates so far, 5-0. The Pirates about hit the Cardinals. Actually, the Cardinals about hit the Buccos today, 6-5. But Liberatore walked 3 and hit a batter. So they got 4 more base runners. Now the pitch by Holderman. A foul ball back. 1-2 on Carlson, batting left-handed against the right-hander. Perez, 6 innings, 4 hits, no runs. He walked 5 and struck out 2. Lajinsky, 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Now Holderman, 2/3 of an inning with a hit and a walk. Donovan at first, the pitch to Carlson, a swing and a miss. Carlson strikes out. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 5-0 Pirates.
They say it takes a legend to know a legend. That's why Ford vehicles are the official truck and SUV of your St. Louis.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
let you hear directly from newsmakers. Download the St. Louis Post-Dispatch app wherever you get your apps.
KingdomOX.com is Cardinals Radio.
Giovanni Gallegos worked a 1-2-3 7th inning. Here he is in the 8th. Key Brian Hayes takes strike 1. And a game brought to you by Budweiser, official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. Crack open the game with Budweiser. Enjoy unrivaled flavor and refreshment. The Pirates enjoy a 5-0 lead over the Cardinals. The pitch bounces. Slider bounces one hopper to Perez, who throws a new ball out to Giovanni Gallegos. Good job by Chris Roycroft coming on after Liberatore allowed 5 runs, 4 hits over 3 innings. 3 scoreless innings for Roycroft, giving up a hit, a walk, striking out 2. Gallegos deals a high fastball. 2-1 here for Hayes. Hayes was hit by a pitch, and that started the line moving for the Pirates, who scored 4 times on 3 hits, taking advantage of a hit by pitch and 2 walks in that inning. One of them with the bases loaded. The pitch over at the knees, a strike, 2-2.
Well, this is an important inning for Gio to build some confidence and also to get some work in.
The 2-2 pitch outside a full count. As Mike Claiborne mentioned, Gallegos last pitched in a game on the 12th of July against the Cubs. 1 inning with 1 hit. He worked in game 1 of the doubleheader on the 10th against Kansas City. 1 inning and 1 strikeout. The pitch by Gallegos, and this is popped up short right field. The second baseman Donovan on the outfield grass puts it away. 1 out. Hayes is 0 for 3, but he had that hit by pitch and scored their first run today. PGA Tour champions return to Ascension Charity Classic. The Ascension Charity Classic is coming up September 3rd through the 8th at Norwood Hills Country Club. Visit AscensionCharityClassic.com for tickets and more information, and Mike Claiborne will be there.
I plan on being part of that at some point. It's been a fun event for St. Louis.
Joshua Palacios, left-handed batter, and he is jammed by a fastball, fouling it back. 1 hit and 3 at-bats today, and he's 2 for 8 in the series. Hayes got on a hit by pitch. Palacios singled. Then Bart was called out on strikes. Tellez drove in the first run of the game with a base hit to right center. The pitch down and in, a ball. 1-1 here on Palacios. A walk to Michael A. Taylor, then a bases-loaded walk to McCutchen. Then with 2 outs, Connor Joe hit a line drive, sinking in center field. Carlson tried to make a diving catch. Just couldn't quite make the play. Here's a comebacker. Gallegos has it. Underhanding to Goldie. Palacios makes the second out of the Pirates' 8th. But on that play that couldn't make in center field, 2 more runs scored. That put the Pirates on their way to a 5-0 lead. Tellez hit a homer for their other run. Let's pause here for an ID on the Cardinals Network, powered by Graybar.
Score big with One Cardinal Way Luxury Apartments, now leasing studio, 1 and 2 bedroom units. For current availability, visit onecardinalway.com and schedule your tour today.
KMOX, KEZK HD2, K254CR St. Louis.
Here's a line drive to third, and that's caught by the third baseman Arenado. Bart lines out. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. 6 up, 6 down for Gallegos. That's a bright spot. Very good work, Gio. We're going to the 9th.
When your little rookie slides headfirst onto the IL, or fever has you benched, you need Mercy Now. Go to mercynow.net, answer a few questions, and find your best, quickest option for care. With virtual, in-person, digital, and urgent care visits, we've got your bases covered. Find care now at mercynow.net. Mercy, official medical provider of the St. Louis Cardinals.
Your home of the Cardinals, KMOX.
The Cardinals saw Aroldis Chapman on Monday night. He followed Mitch Keller, a scoreless 8th inning with a strikeout. He got Burleson on a line out, struck out Contreras, called out, and Donovan grounded out to first. Nissan trying to mop this one up for Martin Perez and the Pirates, who lead 5-0. The pitch by Chapman. That's a slider for a strike to Lars Nootbaar.
Not sure if this was a move out. This is one of your back-end guys. You're giving him some mop-up work when you have some other guys that could probably use the work.
Well, he's going to make sure the Cardinals can't come back here. At least that's his thinking. Derek Shelton, the manager of the Pirates, and here's a ball that's taken inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chapman has been the setup man for Bednar, then was the closer when Bednar was on the injured list. The pitch inside, backing away for ball 2, Lars Nootbaar. 1 inning, 1 hit, a walk, and a strikeout. Holderman got a double play ball from Paul Goldschmidt, throwing a scoreless 8th inning, and now it's Chapman in the 9th. The ball down and in, 3 balls and a strike. Not often do you see Chapman come in with a 5-run lead.
Yep. He likes to be where the action is.
And he has really liked his role setting up Bednar here. There's a ball pop foul. That goes out of play down the left field line. 3-2 on Lars Nootbaar. The Cardinals are off tomorrow. They'll open a series against the Nationals Friday night, 7:15. About 4,000 tickets remain. We have Military Appreciation Night, Mystery 2004 bobblehead night to 25,000 fans, 16 and older. Ball outside. Lars Nootbaar takes a walk to lead off the 9th inning facing Chapman. Nootbaar is on for Pedro Pages.
Pedro's reached base twice this afternoon.
The Cardinals do not have a run. They've out-hit the Pirates 6-5. And Pirate pitchers, they've walked a few in this one. 8 to be exact. The pitch. Strike call. Strike call to Pages. So it's 7:15 on Friday, 6:15 Saturday against the Nationals. The adult Cardinals basketball jersey to 25,000 fans, 16 and older on Saturday. Then 1:15 Sunday. The pitch. Check swing, a ball high. That's also the adult Cardinals basketball jersey giveaway. A University Day. Receive either a Webster or Missouri State exclusive Cardinals 40-ounce tumbler with a select theme ticket voucher. And a Prairie Farms ice cream sundae. Here's a ball hit hard to second. Gonzalez to the shortstop. 1 on the first, double play. The 3rd double play turned behind Pirate pitching today. Pages grounds into the 4-6-3. The Cardinals are down to their last out. We have the Rangers coming in on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. 6:45, 6:45, and 1:15. Make your ticket plans to join us at Busch Stadium, Cardinals.com, and click on tickets. Mason Wynn is a batter. He takes strike 1. Wynn is 2 out of 4. He broke an 0 for 13 with a single to left in the 5th inning. The Cardinals have been shut out today, 5-0, by Perez, Majinski, Holderman, and so far Chapman. Chapman with a 1-ball, 1-strike count. The pitch in the dirt. New ball thrown to the mound. Join the next generation of baseball training and train at home with Win Reality. Build confidence, face real pitchers, improve, and compete. A swing and a miss by Mason Wynn. 1-2. Visit winreality.com to learn more. The Cardinals are down to their last strike, trailing 5-0. The pitch. When it's a foul ball off to the right. The Pirates won Monday 2-1. The Cardinals won last night 2-1, beating Paul Skeens. But today it's 5-0. The pitch to Wynn, outside a ball, 2-2. The Cardinals have left 10 runners on. They trail by 5 with 2 outs, 2-2 on Wynn. Top of the ninth, the pitch by Chapman, low, a full count. A leadoff walk to Nootbaar, and then Pajes grounded into a 4-6-3 double play. 3-2 on Mason Wynn with Burleson on deck. The Cardinals are down to their last strike. The pitch by Chapman. Outside, ball 4. Chapman has walked 2.
Mason Wynn's a tough out.
He's been on base 3 times in a row. Burleson is 0 for 3. Has a 6-game hitting streak going. He singled in the game winner last night, beating Skeens and the Pirates 2-1. Lefty against lefty. Burleson is lined out to first. A fly ball to the left fielder, a walk. There's a foul ball back to the screen. And Burley grounded out to the shortstop, Cruz, in the 7th inning. They're playing him to pull on the infield, straight up in the outfield. Palacios in left, Taylor in center, Connor Joe in right. Chapman with a look to first base and the pitch. There's a ground ball to the second baseman. Gonzalez flips to first, and this ball game has come to an end. Burleson grounds out. The Pirates beat the Cardinals 5-0. Mike Claiborne and I will talk about it after this.
Good times with even better company. Lifelong relationships forged through shared interests. Giving back for great causes. These are just a few of the many surprising rewards you'll enjoy as a member of the Shriners Fraternity. Steeped in tradition and renowned for selflessness, we're looking for new members to continue shaping the enviable bonds of our brotherhood. Experience the fun, fellowship, and philanthropy that's synonymous with our signature headpiece. Visit beashrinernow.com to learn what it really means to rock the fez.
At Country Financial, we make insurance easy. Whether you're shopping for home, auto, or more, our representatives...
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Pitch really started things going in the wrong direction for the Redbirds, and they never recovered.
Well, the Cardinals today had 6 hits, but they couldn't push across a run, and they were aided by 9 walks, but couldn't take advantage of any of those.
Multiple runners in scoring position, and they just couldn't get the right hit.
Nope. The Pirate bullpen was able to throw 3 scoreless innings, 2 hits. They walked 4 and struck out 2 after Perez went 6 innings with 4 hits, no runs, 5 walks, 2 strikeouts. Perez improved to 2-5 with the win, beating Matthew Liberatore, who came out of the Cardinal bullpen to start the game today. And Libby gave up 5 runs, 4 hits over 3 innings plus a batter, including a mammoth home run to the river by Rowdy Tellez as he dropped one in the Allegheny and drove in 2 runs. A 4-run second inning, a run in the 4th, and then Roycroft and Gallegos threw scoreless baseball out of the pen the rest of the way.
Now Roycroft was really good giving the Cardinals the innings he did, and then Gio, who we've not seen in quite some time, came in and did a really nice job also, so something they can build off of. But the bullpen start needs to be resolved. It's unfair because it really can set your bullpen as a whole back. You got to go out and find someone who can come in and give you some quality starts, and it has to happen soon.
Well, the Cardinals dropped this one 5-0, and I'll be back with the totals after this.
The Bank of